It's week 2 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was stellar a week ago, piling up the yards and finding pay dirt twice. It's the Broncos and the Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing is Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. He gets away from 1. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again.
Even if he doesn't replicate his big 2020 season, you still marvel at the work Thomas has done. Once a college quarterback, reinvented himself as a tight end, now in his 7th season at the position, and still getting first downs in the NFL.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now we look now at their selections from this last draft. And Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest, They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams, and this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Howell.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half.
All knotted up at 7. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
So the Broncos coming out now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
There he goes, left side. Pushing his way through. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. Now throwing on first down here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Howell.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Sutton rolling it in on the left side.
And Sutton will have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at the 42.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson will throw again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Here he goes, right side. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Al down to throw it.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the first half, the Broncos got some strong play from their veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 37.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, Howell.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Commanders 17.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense ready to go again. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 15-yard line.
On second down, Williams. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
88 yards rushing for him now to this point. Third down and 13.
Here's Wilson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
It's Howell with another throw.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd down. Howell back to pass.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
So far, it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Got his man. It's Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. In motion goes Patrick. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Up the middle, it's Williams.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down by 10. 1:12 to go. How will this thing pan out? And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
129 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.